If you like bubbly, you're basic. If you like Topo Chico, you're a hipster.
And if you like Spindrift, you have ascended to a higher astral plane where a juicy stratosphere protects you from the ways of the world. You are impervious to any demons that shall be cast upon thee. This is a hot dog is a sandwich.
Ketchup is a smoothie.
Yeah, I put ice in my cereal, so what?
That makes no sense.
A hot dog is a sandwich.
A hot dog is a sandwich.
What?
Welcome to A Hot Dog is a Sandwich, the show we break down the world's biggest food debates. I'm your host, Josh Scher.
And I'm your host, Nicole.
And sorry I got weird with the demon stuff. I was listening to a podcast this morning about a Pentecostal preacher.
Really?
He was casting devils out of everybody.
So you like to listen to podcasts?
Does that surprise you?
I hate I don't listen to any podcasts.
You're like the person.
Did you know that about me?
I recently went to a restaurant and they had a nice big beer list, and I asked the server, what's your favorite beer? What should I drink? He just goes, I don't drink beer. And I was like, well, lie to me. Nicole, you're hosting a podcast with me. Lie to me. Tell me that you like podcasts.
Can I tell you why I don't listen to podcasts?
Yeah, convince our listeners that they should stop.
No.
Let's do it.
Let me tell you, if I were to listen to a podcast, I feel like I would meld my vision into that of the podcast I'm listening to. And I just want to be myself on this podcast.
That's a fair point because this was an Ira Glass podcast. It was a throwback to This American Life. Yeah.
Oh.
And do you remember the first podcast that we recorded where I was doing an Ira Glass impersonation?
Yeah,
and I was so ashamed about it that we re-recorded the entire first episode.
It's okay. You have to learn.
You gotta learn.
But yeah, that's why I don't listen to, I listen to like the Dead Meat podcast. I listen to the podcast. I like, the Dead Meat channel.
Yeah.
I like listen to it while I'm like driving or like doing my makeup. So like I'm not watching
You're just watching YouTube videos while you drive?
No. I don't watch them. I listen to them. Specifically Dead Meat because it's the best.
Today we're talking about what is the best sparkling water, as you can physically hear my cup of sparkling water over here bubbling in the microphone.
Do you hear that?
I hear mine. Mine is echoing in my ear. But sparkling water, Nicole, it is a category that has been around for, hundreds of years.
I love sparkling water.
I am a huge fan, but it has recently exploded. I remember, probably about 10 years ago when LaCroix hit Costco. Really? That was the sparkle apocalypse.
It was like office culture for me. I used to work in like random offices here and there, but here, the LaCroix boom was like a next level thing. Like people were drinking LaCroix, crushing you specifically. All you would do you would drink like 8 sparkling waters a day. It was alarming.
I still do. No, but because I love it. But when I grew up, I remember like hating sparkling water.
So weird.
And then I think it was LaCroix having like a cool package that actually got me to start drinking it. And also I drank so many freaking diet, low calorie, low sugar beverages for so long. And now it's like, oh my God, the pure taste of water with bubbles in it. Holy smokes.
But it's not a pure taste of water. There's like, even like the plain or clear ones, they have like this weird metallic-y taste. Almost like there's like...
That's the minerals, baby.
Is it the mineral?
Ooh, that's the unique proprietary mineral blend.
So what's the difference between like mineral water and sparkling water? Is there even a difference between the two?
No, like all sparkling water does have minerals in it. People will argue that there are differences between soda water, seltzer water, etc. And I believe it ultimately comes down to seltzer water being artificially carbonated.
Okay.
Whatever that quite means. But like I use a soda stream at home.
Do you really?
Yes, dude, I drink like 2 liters of sparkling water a day out of the soda stream.
That's crazy.
Why did you frown at me like I just told you I've been doing black tar heroin?
I don't know. I guess it was just...
It's good for you, maybe.
It's not all those bubbles. It like, doesn't it... Is that why you burp?
Yes. No, Nicole, that actually is why I'm burping constantly.
Have you ever thought about, hear me out, just drinking still water?
I don't enjoy still water.
But life isn't all about enjoyment. You can't be a hedonist 24/7.
Oh yeah, real hedonistic. I'm drinking 0-calorie sparkling water. Oh my God. I'm like the Marquis de Sade over here for my freaking limoncello LaCroix. No, but to me, it like brings a lot of joy to my life. And I think a lot of people... They have their brands that they drink and they don't exactly think about why. Yeah. So we need to like break down some components of how we're judging our sparkling water.
Should we start with like the least flavorful to the most flavorful?
Well, what does flavorful mean to you? And are we so the LaCroix that I've poured into my don't talk to me until I've had my hot dog water mug. This is the mint mojito flavored LaCroix,
which tastes like you went out drinking. And then you threw up, and then you put some chewing gum in your mouth, and that's what it's that breath. It's mojito, vomit, breath, gum, breath. That's what it tastes like. Am I wrong?
To me, it's more like if you spilled some Vicks Vapor Rub. If you rubbed Vicks Vapor Rub on like the stylus of the soda stream and then just dunked it in there. There's like a little stylus that pumps out the gas.
Okay.
You just rub that with Vicks Vapor Rub because you I don't know, thought it would lube it up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not great. But are we are we putting flavored seltzers or flavored sparkling water in the category of the other sparkling waters? I think we should.
I think we should because as much as I love like plain sparkling water, I feel like the incredible amount of cool flavors is just getting more and more.
I agree with that. But where do we draw the line on that? Because I have an answer.
Juice? When does it become juice? Is that what you're asking?
When does it become a soda pop?
A soda. I think sugar or fake sugar.
Cuánto sugar? How much sugar?
Not too much.
But like, okay,
Just a
so
little.
There's one brand that I'm thinking about that we need to decide if it should even be
Spindrift?
represented. It's Spindrift, baby.
Okay, let me tell you. The other day I had a Spindrift. What's it called? Not a Truly, but it's basically a true. What's it called? The seltzers.
Did you just drink down a Spindrift and add vodka to it?
No. It was like a prepackaged. What are they called?
I'm so sorry. This is a sparkling water podcast. You have to give me some grace, Nicole. You have to.
I don't have to give you anything other than a breath mint.
Also, it smells like ham and mustard.
Yeah.
Nicole, the breath mint is built into the mint LaCroix.
I literally despise you right now.
I'm so sorry. I had a lot of Zatarain's Creole mustard during breakfast. It's such a good mustard.
What is that? What is it called whenever it's a sparkling water plus a grain alcohol?
Oh, I mean, yeah, they call it a seltzer.
Are they called hard seltzer?
Hard seltzer, yeah.
I had a Spindrift hard seltzer.
Wait, like Spindrift proper brand?
Yes,
they're
yes,
making
yes.
they're making hard now?
Yes.
Dude, everyone's getting hard.
And can I tell you, that was my favorite hard seltzer I've had. But whenever it comes to just drinking a Spindrift, like in the office, too much acid, too much juice, and I can't. It's not neutral enough. The one thing I love about sparkling water is that it's neutral plus bubbles plus a little bit of flavor. There's almost too much flavor in Spindrift that it turns me off, and I'm like, this is marring my experience.
Oh man, Spindrift to me. So for people that don't know what Spindrift did, if we can sort of back all this up, I think a lot of the sparkling water trend is people's fear of diet soda. I think the anti-aspartame trend really got people to sort of kick Diet Coke as a habit and turn that right to sparkling water. It's a fun beverage. It's in a can that you can just crack open, and it's got like just enough flavor essence, but no artificial sweeteners. And also tends to be no citric acid. So if you get a lemon LaCroix, right? It's not lemon juice in your LaCroix. It is lemon essence, which is the steeped rind.
Is lemon LaCroix not sour?
No.
Oh.
We just talked about perceived acidity. Shout out Ariel Johnson, friend of the show.
Ariel.
She was talking about perceived acidity, where you smell lemon zest and you assume acid. That's why when you add lemon juice to, say, a stew early on in the cooking process, it tastes less sour later. It's not because the acid denatured. It's because you're not smelling lemon because the aromas
it evaporated.
cooked out.
The aromas evaporate with the liquid. Yeah.
And so lemon LaCroix is not sour. It is merely essenced.
That's so nuts.
I know, right? But what Spindrift did was they were like, okay, we can put a nominal amount of lemon juice in this and make it taste sour. And there's a little bit of sugar in lemon juice as well. And so each Spindrift has like 6-7 calories, which is completely negligible. But I love just sparkling water and lemon juice. Nicole, when I soda stream,
I disagree.
Oh, but what about the raspberry? They have a raspberry lemon.
I don't know what it is. Let me tell you. I love their hard seltzers. I think they do a great job. But something about the acidity, it just turns me off to the point where I think it's because the bubbles also kind of, they create this sensation in your mouth where you're like, acid, or bubbling, which equates to acid. So it's almost too much acid for me. I also feel the same about Waterloo. Now, I don't know if Waterloo necessarily has any sort of like juice content in it, but it's really flavored. Like it's like
I agree with
triple
that.
LaCroix flavored. And again, it mars my experience. And typically I'm not like right now I'm drinking a guava LaCroix, but like typically I'm not doing that on its own. It's accompanied by a meal typically.
Wait, that's your like LaCroix is your mealtime little treat?
Not LaCroix. No. What do you mean?
You said your sparkling water is normally accompanied by a meal, but
my
that's your
sparkling water is I don't drink.
You don't drink it.
I don't raw dog sparkling
You don't raw
water.
dog. Oh man, you got to raw dog the Sparkies.
Unless I have a coffee on the side and I need to change my palate.
That's literally what I did this morning. Wait, you and I are so much more alike than different.
You just found out I've known you for 5 years?
Because my mealtime treat is I don't think diet soda is bad for you. We did the whole podcast.
Let me tell you, I now enjoy and like diet soda because I gave it a chance.
I
don't have it all the time. Maybe once every 2 weeks.
Well, I used to drink like 6 cans a day, and even if aspartame and diet soda isn't like expressly bad for you, and we talked about this with Dr. Mike, check out that podcast. It was great. It can't be good for you.
Sure.
And like plain sparkling water has to be better in some regard. And so I just decided to stop drinking as much diet soda. But when I sit down to a meal, when I got a nice big burrito in front of me and I just want a cold Diet Coke to go along with it.
Yeah, I mean, nothing better than Gourmet Sabzi and a Sprite. Like, it's not, I'm not crazy. But I don't know what it is. I think it's LaCroix is the best. LaCroix / Pellegrino / Perrier are the best.
Whoa, sorry, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
They are like, you're saying why am I lumping them together?
Yeah.
I think it's because LaCroix has such a little taste of whatever it is. Like, this is guava, sure, but it's a hint of guava. It's not like a guava sparkling water. It's just guava sparkling water, you know? Guava sparkling water.
San Pellegrino, LaCroix, and Perrier have nothing in common.
Oh my God.
They have nothing in common,
let me tell
Nicole.
you, again, listen, I'm a creature of convenience. I'm talking about the places where I eat normally is at work, at home, or at my in-laws. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a creature of habit. It's not like I'm actively searching out like Spindrifts or actively searching. It's what's in front of me and I just take it and I'm okay with it.
Okay, but if you had, yesterday I was running late going to work and there's this little like gym vending machine and I was like, I just need water on my way to work and I got a Pellegrino because I will drink sparkling water at the gym after the gym. I used to drink
That's kind of crazy. Like when you get thirsty, like your body doesn't crave like just still water.
Almost never. My body, I don't know how to explain this. My body is so post-biological craving that everything everything I do is for fun.
Your body can't be post-biological.
I am post-biological craving.
Josh,
I have beaten it.
That sounds really cool and all. That makes you really cool. But I don't think that's rooted in any sort of logic or science.
I don't know, man.
Like if you ever like, you know what? People are like, oh, if you crave chocolate, like your body needs magnesium.
Yeah. You're eating dirt.
Like your body needs some sort of nutrient, but you don't subscribe to that. You're post.
I think a lot of people are. Hear me out. You know those tech bros that are like, I don't need to eat from enjoyment. All I drink is Soylent and whatever, and I am beyond the need for taste. I'm the flip side opposite of that, where I'm like everything I put in my mouth is purely for fun and recreation, and I'm trying to get as much protein as possible within that, and enough fiber not to die of colorectal cancer. And so those are my goals. Those are comedic goals. So the point is, like, no, I don't have the biological urge to drink still water.
You do, but you've numbed yourself to
Correct.
it. Okay,
correct.
got it.
I'm sure the urge exists deep down somewhere, but then I see like, a blood orange, what is the Arancianata.
Oh my God, that's a soda. That's a soda.
That's a soda.
But it's the best soda ever.
And so, I think there are better alternatives for water. Point is, I got a San Pellegrino and plain? With all due respect, plain. And I like plain sparkling water a lot.
Was it in a bottle?
The plastic bottle, the plastic thin bottles, and they're kind of elegant. I love the San Pellegrino branding.
So elegant.
It taste for taste, with all due respect to the San Pellegrino folks, it's by far the worst sparkling water for my own personal taste.
I love
For my
San
own personal taste,
Pellegrino.
it's too soft. The bubbles are borderline non-existent, and
That's okay.
actually a very stark difference in a lot of sparkling waters is effectively the size of the bubbles, right? The sharpness or the dullness of them.
Yeah, there's different amounts. I remember when I was in Germany, there was Wasser, Stillwasser, and then Midiwasser, which is like medium bubble sparkling water.
If you're in Germany and someone asks if you want to see their meaty Wasser, you don't say yes.
But I think you have to emphasize Stillwasser when you go to Germany, or else they'll just assume it's sparkling water.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's my big adult indulgence. That's my lifestyle creep, right? I'm never going to change cars, but I will drink sparkling water at every restaurant.
When you go to a restaurant, you say still or sparkling, you always say sparkling.
I've stopped asking the table, too.
Good.
I've stopped asking the table. I'm
Josh,
like, Papa's home and he's claiming what's his.
I love ordering sparkling waters at restaurants because who knows, maybe I'll find my favorite. I still haven't found my favorite though. But I never get still water that's in a bottle.
No, that's a huge trap. That's a huge trap.
Tap is fine.
San Pellegrino
is always fine.
It is like markedly worse than the other ones. I think Perrier does a really good job. But that's, when I say worse, I mean only for my own personal taste. Because when I use the Soda Stream, I have the old analog one where like you have to Not the one where you just press the button and it does it for you. You gotta press it down and you
gotta
control.
get the water from the well.
You're truly living in 2014. But you gotta like press it hard.
Yeah.
And they're like, 1 bump for a little bit, 2 for medium, 3 for hard. I hit it 4 times, Nicole.
Wow.
I'm overloading it. It
You're
burns
crazy.
like McDonald's Sprite.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So for me, Perrier, much better option. But we haven't talked about what is far and away the best.
Can I say something? Perrier is a little bit more bitter than San Pellegrino, which I don't enjoy as an accompaniment to my food.
I agree. I find that I don't like it as an accompaniment to food either.
I like it on its own.
I like it on its own because
The little
Perrier to
cans?
me.
Oh.
I don't like Perrier in a can tastes worse than Perrier in a bottle. Perrier in a glass bottle.
I could crush Perrier in a can. Like Lucas and I, whenever we had Perrier in the office, we would just hold it and look at each other like, hey, what's up? Like, it was like a cool kid drink.
I think Perrier in a can has a much higher mineral content, which is what
That
you're
makes
tasting the
sense.
bitterness. And to me, the metal accentuates that.
I like it in that context because I'm cool. Because around Lucas, I feel cool.
There was some cultural shift. I would say like 2007 is when I remember going to an Angels game and seeing a Coors Light in like an aluminum bottle with a twist off. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I remember aluminum bottles. Yeah.
They're like mostly at sports games. Have you ever drank a beer out of one of those?
No, because I really didn't go to sports games until recently, and I married my husband.
They have them at like concerts too.
No. They don't do that anymore. You know what they do? They have the plastic cups where you put like a little thing on it, and then it fills up from the bottom.
What?
Do you know what I'm talking about? Meggie, we've been to a concert before or show or something together.
Yeah.
And they give you a cup, and then they fix it onto this little spout, and then from the bottom up, it fills it, and then the little spout comes off at the bottom.
We drank beers at this concert together that we were all at. Shout out to Depeche Mode for sponsoring the podcast and putting on a kick-ass show.
You don't remember that? You literally go...
No, they have now these like weird
Maggie.
self-serve convenience stores within Staples Center.
Maggie, type in
Oh my God.
beer, stadium, fill up.
I had a point
machine.
to make.
Shush! Shush! Look at this video.
What?
Watch.
This is at Tottenham.
This wasn't at Depeche Mode, though.
Are you sure?
This is literally at the Tottenham Hotspur.
Josh, look, you've never had this before. Every single concert venue or show I go to, they show this they do this.
Oh my God.
You've never seen. You're so.
The beer is filling up from
and
the
then
bottom.
you take it, and then the little.
It doesn't create a foamy head. I mean, it creates the perfect foamy head.
Perfect, and then the little iPod.
Oh my
pop socket
God.
comes off. Why is this news to you?
I've never seen this. I don't know.
Shut up.
This is not a new video. Okay, well, my point was that drinking stuff out of aluminum like
Tastes
kind
bad.
of sucks. It tastes bad. The beer, a light beer out of those aluminum bottles tastes terrible to me.
Well, what about what's that? Liquid Death.
Liquid Death sparkling water is not my jam either. Liquid Death
I think
water,
it's really intense.
perfectly fine. But Liquid Death sparkling water, they've added flavors to it. But to me, it's like very half carbonated and very half flavored in a way that I don't love. Again, love slamming some Liquid Deaths. I think they did a really
love
awesome thing.
Canned water.
The taste of it, or
I love Liquid Death in a can, like just the water. But not the sparkling.
I love drinking Tall Boys energy drinks and Tall Boys beer, and I like there's a can that looks like that, so I feel cool.
Do you ever drink it while you're driving, and then you're always scared a police officer's going to stop you because they're going to think you're drinking a beer?
Yeah, especially because I emptied it out and put beer in there. No, I'm
Oh, yeah,
kidding.
no.
That's a crime. Don't do that. Sparkling water at restaurants. There's one brand to me that reigns supreme. That's Mountain Spring.
Aquafina. Oh.
No, Mountain Valley. Mountain Valley.
The green bottle.
The green bottle.
Yeah.
It's called Mountain Valley. Right?
I don't love that one.
Why not?
I like Aquapiana, I think it is. It's
Aquapana.
Aquapana. It's a genteel bubble. A genteel French bubble.
I think that's my problem. Aquapana reminds me of Badois.
What is Badois?
Oh, she's never had Badois. I thought you were a woman of culture. It's another French brand that, to me, Aquapana and Badois are very similar. Very light bubbles, very high salinity, high mineral content.
I like it.
I need to be blasted in the face a little bit.
I see.
You
know
know?
what's the biggest face blaster?
Tell me,
of all
Nicole.
time? Mineragua.
Oh my God, you're right. I was gonna say, okay,
Topo Chico?
Topo Chico.
I don't love Topo Chico the way everyone else does.
Why not? Is it too harsh?
Abrasive bubbles, and they go away quick.
They go away quick.
Is it just
out
me?
of the glass bottle?
Yeah. Is that
no
just me?
way, dude. To me, it's like Willy Wonka's everlasting bubble
I
stopper
don't
in there,
love
man.
it. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Topo Chico and Mineragua are actually made in the same facility. I just like the color of Mineragua more. And by color, I mean like the bottle it comes in, and it's just like this weird like psychological problem I have. I don't love Topo Chico that much.
Yeah, if y'all don't know what Mineragua is, it is the jarrito Jarritos brand, which the greatest sodas in existence. Oh, Jarritos
In my
Tamarindo.
house, dude, in my house, it is Mineraguas and bubblies, but mostly Mineraguas.
Oh, a good pina soda.
Jarritos? Well, I don't
Jarritos with tacos. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, but I don't have that at my house. But
no, me neither. Yeah.
The guests will always be offered a Mineragua at my house.
Wait,
Always.
I love that.
Yeah.
Mineragua is so Topo Chico and Mineragua are to me the two harshest bubbles in the game, which is what I'm looking for my own personal taste in sparkling water. Right. The difference to me is that Mineragua is almost a purely neutral flavor profile,
Which is good for eating.
which
Good to eat food with.
it is literally. It's like you've added violence to water, just pure violent sensation.
So
and there is no actual taste. Whereas Topo Chico, I think you get a little bit of minerality, a little bit of that salinity, which I think really goes well, especially when you get the Topo Chico with lime. But then Mineragua comes in and it's just
There's nothing like it.
You ever start listening to a song that is just almost purely silent with some ominous tones for 20 seconds and then followed by just the heaviest guitar riff you've
I know
ever heard?
a song like that. Well, it's so Mineragua is like Stairway to Heaven.
Interesting.
It's nice. It's nice. It's beautiful. And then it's this big crescendo when you tip the bottle. That's how I feel.
And I think it's beautiful. I want my sparkling water to crescendo. I want to be titillated the whole time. I want Mineragua to titillate me, and it does.
Sounds illegal. Yes. I don't know. I guess I just love Mineragua, and I think that might be my answer. I know it's a little bit early to say that, but
I don't know that I'm not off the Topo Chico train specifically because of the branding. That's another thing that
you like
we
the
have
branding
to
of Topo Chico.
we have to get into is the actual branding of it because LaCroix. Nobody would have cared about LaCroix if it had not been on the cusp of that 90s nostalgia. It's got, what do they call it? It's
font.
It's the font, but it's also the jazz cup.
The jazz cup.
Jazz cup,
very
right?
Jazz cup-y,
that jazz cup design with very 80s office culture. It's normcore ironic. And I don't think LaCroix would have taken off if not for that.
Sure. Is it LaCroix or is it LaCroix?
It's LaCroix.
Okay.
It's I believe a city in Wisconsin. And there's a ton of weird French names
Wisconsin.
in Wisconsin. But they've officially come out and said it's LaCroix.
Cool.
But is the show Emily in Paris or Emily in Paris?
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Emily in Paris?
No.
Lily Collins is a freaking gem.
I've heard.
How charming.
It's not for me.
Are you sure? I think it would be for you. She falls, no spoilies, falls for a chef. And
I'm
he's
not interested.
Oh, I learned to make French cuisine of my
can I tell you
family.
something? Everybody falls in love with the chef, and then they get their heart broken, or something. They get cancer, or something happens. I don't want it. I don't need it. I'm not interested.
Don't talk bad about that Zoe Saldana show on Netflix where the chef gets cancer.
That was nice. That was actually really sweet.
I love me some Zoe Saldana. Okay, branding and other sparkling waters that would maybe turn you off. Waterloo.
It makes me feel like I'm at Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah, freaks me out. The Waterloo branding freaks me out.
Yeah.
I don't know how I can do it. Spindrift.
It reminds me of you're at a weird card shop. Like a weird bespoke card, not Hallmark, but not Hallmark, not paperless, whatever it is. Nope.
Oh,
Paper Source. It's not Paper Source.
It's almost got a little bit of at the TJ Maxx checkout line.
Oh, I disagree.
Where there's the weird food products.
Oh, no, I disagree.
I feel like I could see a Spindrift sitting there.
It gives me Los Feliz homemade bespoke card maker.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of minimalist.
Too minimalist, yeah.
Do you think if Spindrift had different branding that you would enjoy it?
No.
Do you think it actively takes away from your enjoyment of Spindrift?
Yeah.
Because that's something that I think about a lot.
Yeah.
Spindrift, we love you. Let us design your new cans.
I'm not good at drawing.
I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad design. I like the kind of minimalist aspect of it, especially because it's a product that it's lemon juice, it's sparkling water, it's great.
Oh my god, Polar, the little polar bear that's cold.
Polar.
That
Polar seltzer's old school.
I need to look at it. Hold on.
Polar has sweetener in it though, I believe. Not all of it. Not all of it.
I think it's
I've had
so
sweetened
cute.
Polars.
I like Polar's packaging.
Too old school. That's the seltzer of my grandfather. I'm not drinking it.
Schweppes is the seltzer of your grandfather.
That is-
Canada Dry.
I literally didn't even put Schweppes. I drank a plain Schweppes soda water the other day because it was all I had, and we bought it for cocktail mixers because that's the only reason you would use Schweppes
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
Same.
But yeah, you're correct. That's the Polar is like the seltzer of your Gen X uncle. You know what I mean?
But I feel like it's more East Coast. I don't see.
It's definitely East Coast,
I don't see
yeah.
a lot of Polar here.
No.
What else is there?
Bubbly.
So we actually.
Je refuse.
Oh really? We
refuse
just
to drink
switched
bubbly.
over from LaCroix to Bubbly in our household.
Why?
I don't know. David just wanted the shift. I said, okay, whatever you want, babe. I'm not gonna ask too many questions, and it's good. I think it's because they're on sale a lot.
Oh, that adds up. Bubbly, is it Bubbly's a Coca-Cola
Let me
product,
see.
right?
I don't know.
There's another new one hit the market. It is called, Maggie, you just spell bubbly like Michael Bublé?
Oops.
PepsiCo.
Oh, it's PepsiCo. And
The
then
commercials.
Aha, there's a new product from Coke, I believe, called Aha.
I've never tasted it.
Have you had Aha? Not They have a caffeinated version, which is bad. But they also did a cherry cola scented seltzer, which is horrifying.
I actually really like cherry scented sparkling waters.
Interesting.
They like kind of make me feel like I'm drinking a soda a little bit. Just a little.
But there's so many out there, and so many of them to me are the same, right?
Yeah.
Bubbly is the same as Aha, is roughly the same as Waterloo, is probably the same as LaCroix, except LaCroix has, to me, more brand sweat equity built up, so I'm going to drink that. To me, where you really get into the fun stuff, Spindrift makes an incredible product. I understand why you wouldn't like it.
Sure.
A little bit of raspberry juice, a little bit of lime, a lot of sparkling water.
Raspberry juice, though?
Dude, the new, have you had this? The strawberry lemonade is so good because it's not artificial strawberry flavor. It's a little bit of strawberry juice.
No.
And it's good. It tastes like natural and healthy and like something you would, it's like a spa water.
Tastes healthy.
Yeah, it does. It's just juice and
That's
water,
good.
man.
That's ED coded.
What?
I'm just kidding.
I want a little bit of juice.
There's nothing wrong with wanting a little bit of juice in your sparkling water. I just can't wrap my head around it, and I don't enjoy it, and I'm entitled to my wrong opinion. As much as you support women's rights, I also need you to support women's wrongs, Josh.
I hereby support all women's rights, wrongs, and in-betweens, except for like the ones who do crimes. Well, the bad crimes. Women who do good crimes, I'm in support of.
Me too.
Jaywalking.
Keep it up.
Jaywalking to save a baby from a bus.
Don't ever stop doing that.
Don't stop doing that, women. Drink more Mineragua is what we're saying.
Yeah, not to say you have to buy stocks in Mineragua. I might, but Mineragua's the winner. In
We're
my opinion.
shorting Waterloo.
Woo, let's do it! What's the best sparkling water? The Sport Crew says they have the answer. Check out their ranking of the best sparkling waters on the market, flavored or not.
Nicole, how well do you think you know me?
Pretty well. It's been like, 4 years, 11 months, 6 days, 14 hours?
Okay, then what's my favorite comfort food?
I would say burritos. You're a big Cali burrito guy?
Nah, I missed it. Peanut butter, honey, and banana sandwich.
Oh, man, that's right.
It is my absolute favorite meal, especially when, you're feeling a little cloudy in the head and you're like, I need a food to set me right. I love peanut butter, honey, and banana sandwiches, but, if I'm doing it after a workout or something, you're getting the carbs from the honey and the banana and the bread, and there's not a lot of protein in that.
Sure.
Which is why, Nicole, I got a new crush out here.
Oh my gosh. What's her name?
Her name is Hero, last name Bread.
Oh my God, Hero Bread.
I've been eating so much Hero Bread, and I've been making a lot of
really
peanut
good.
butter, honey, banana sandwiches on it because the bread's got a whole lot of fiber in it. It's got a whole lot of protein in it. So I'm getting my nutrition goals, especially post-workout. And then I can eat my favorite peanut butter, honey, banana sandwich on it without any sort of compromises.
Yeah, I love their flour tortillas. Aside from the fact that it's 0 net carbs, 0 grams sugar, and fewer calories than a regular tortilla, it just tastes really, really good. I mean, I just make a grilled cheese on it with a little bit of like aioli, a little bit of a chipotle aioli, and it's perfect.
I don't want to sound too infomercially here, and this is not hyperbole though. It's a miracle product.
Yeah.
It's the bread it's so much better than any other bread that has made similar claims in the past, right? The tortillas, they're not like the cardboardy tortillas that you get that are like grain free from elsewhere.
Sure.
But there's so much fiber in it. There's a whole lot of protein in it, and I think we could all use a lot more fiber and protein in our diets.
And they offer monthly small batch drops of indulgent favorites like the 2-gram net carb Hero Croissant or the 1-gram net carb Hero Cheddar Biscuit. They've got something for every craving, including sliced bread loaves, buns, and tortillas.
Yeah, don't give up on being a breadhead. No one likes a quitter. Hero Bread's offering 10% off your order, so go to hero.co and use code SANDWICH at checkout.
That's sandwich at HERO.co. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Nicole, how's your social battery been doing lately?
It's okay. I recently this week I've been to about 3 events that I was considering. I was like teetering. Do I want to go? Do I not want to go? And I ended up saying yes to all of them.
I've been doing that thing, when your garage clicker battery starts getting low and you're clicking and you're clicking harder and sometimes the light lights up, but you can tell it's not all there.
Yeah, of course.
I've been like rocking in that mode
Okay.
for a while. But the cool thing is it doesn't always have to be that way. And using tools like therapy, it can help you figure out a way to be more self-aware about that social battery.
Yeah, I think it's about finding out what the right amount of socializing is for you in particular. You know, finding that seesaw, finding that balance, and then what you do to recharge after being in those situations that you didn't necessarily want to be in.
Yeah, and it's all about having the tools to actually deal with that, right? So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule.
Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge.
Find your social sweet spot with BetterHelp.
Visit betterhelp.com/hotdog today to get 10% off your first month.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/hotdog. All right, Nicole. You've heard what you and I have to say. Well, now it's time to find out what other wack yetties are rattling out there in the universe. It's time for a segment we call Opinions Are Like Casseroles.
I used to sing them. I don't do that anymore.
I miss your singing. Can you, come on, Nicole.
What do you want?
Give me a song for the old times.
What do you want? What do you want me to sing?
Purple Rain.
I never meant to cause you any trouble. I never meant to cause you any pain. That's it.
All right, well, that was pretty good, actually. I was kind of feeling where those vibes are going.
Purple rain. That's it. Okay, I'm done.
You got another couple bars for us?
I'm good.
All right, let's get to that first.
Hi, Josh and Nicole. This is not food related. I mean, I guess it kind of is. But I'm playing Fortnite right now, and the Glizzy skin just reminds me of Josh.
Oh, let me
What
see
is
it.
I don't know why. Maybe Trevor will appreciate this. But
Royale.
that's it. Have a great day. Love you both. Bye.
Love you. This is great. I've never played a Fortnite.
It's definitely modeled after you.
The Glizzy skin, it is... Okay, so this is an anthropomorphized hot dog. It's wearing jeans. It's got a lot of swag. The body of this anthropomorphic hot dog is covered in mustard, but it's also wearing an open short sleeve button down shirt, it appears. But it is modeled after Relish.
And a puka shell hot dog necklace.
Which I do love that combination. I need to get some more pooks, though. Emily might actually be making me some pooks, which is cool. And not a pook. A pook is also a meth pipe, not that. A pookie, not that.
Is that what Pookie is?
Pookie?
Have you seen Pookie on TikTok?
Yeah, I don't like them.
I love Pookie. What?
I don't like that couple.
Me
They
and
freak me
Pookie
out.
are in Venice. Well, she looking beautiful
No,
as ever.
Pookie is both a pet name and also a meth pipe. And I know that because once I was out by the train tracks in Burbank, just hanging out sometimes. So I used to like sneak cigarettes out there sometimes. I don't smoke anymore. Don't smoke. It's bad. But then somebody came up to me and just went,
You got a Pookie?
hey, you got any? And they said the S-H-I-T word. And I said, oh, no, you have me confused for somebody. And then they just go, I got a Pookie. And I went, that's great. I have no idea what that means. And then I Urban Dictionary'd it. Backwards hat, snapback, sunglasses, puka shells, open shirt, got a lot of swag. This Glizzy skin is modeled after me. I will be suing
Swag.
Fortnite.
You know, I really like how swag and Riz can just be used interchangeably.
No, but you don't swag somebody up, and you do. I
have swag if you can Riz somebody up.
Correct. I've actually found myself using the term Riz unironically, and almost I back myself into a corner because if somebody were to like, oh my God, he sure rizzed her up, like what is another way to say that even?
You really charmed her.
That sounds old-timey. That sounds like you're wearing a newsboy cap.
I'm an old-timey girl.
He really charmed her. That's too like self-serious, you know?
What?
The rizzing somebody up is almost a combination of charm and swag, right? Because
Is she down?
It's
almost putting the onus all on the woman. And you know what? That's a problem.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Why are they putting the onus
It's only
on
an
the
active
woman?
verb on a man. He rizzed her up.
Yeah, get out of here. For shame.
But like, did she could have rizzed him up. She could have rizzed her up.
Okay.
You know, this is gender neutral. This is not.
No, how often do you hear she rizzed him up or she rizzed her up? Never. Or he rizzed him up. This Riz doesn't even include the LGBTQ plus community, and that's a problem.
Heteronormative patriarchy is involved in the term Riz. I denounce it. No more rizzing. We are all merely. I called. Was it you that I called a woman handsome yesterday? Or no, it was V. I called a woman handsome, and I think that's like a.
Yeah.
I think they're like. I tend to be very attracted to handsome women, right? Much different than like a hot chick, right? Like no, that's like a very handsome. Hillary Swank, very handsome woman.
I think
You know
you're
what I mean?
equating masculine features with handsomeness.
Is it?
Are you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You.
There's like a certain amount of like buttoned upness to a handsome woman.
Okay.
You know? I don't know. Anyways, what are we talking about?
I like handsome. I like handsome people and hot people.
Yeah, I'm a handsome guy.
I like both.
Time and place.
Hi, Nicole and Josh. Nicole, I know you're not much of a meal prep girly, but Josh, I was wondering, because I know you are a meal prep girly, what do you suggest to make meal prep not so miserable by the time you get to day 4 or day 5 of eating the same thing that has been sitting in the fridge for a long time? This is Rachel from New York. Love the show. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Great question. You got to switch up. You got to switch up the accoutrement, right?
Yeah.
So say you're doing like a chicken and rice, and say you're doing like, I don't know, let's say adobo or something. The first day, soy sauce, garlic.
Let's do Chipotle, because I feel like not everybody makes adobo at home.
What do you mean Chipotle?
Like people make Chipotle rub chicken more so than adobo.
Sure. Say you have like a Chipotle rub chicken, whatever that you're eating with like rice and zucchini or something, and you're eating that. And then when you get to day 3 or 4, then it's like, all right, we have almost like a supplemental meal prep pack that you're waiting to deploy on day 3, which is like a corn salsa or like an herby sauce.
In place of...
And then maybe you're sauteing that chicken with the rice. Maybe you're cracking an egg in there. If you're just microwaving it in the meal prep tins, that's a different story. Maybe you have some scallions, maybe you have some egg, but there's always a way. And I found this out organically because I would get to day 4 of meal prep, and I don't meal prep religiously at all, but I would get to day 4 and I'd be like, this sucks. I just need to change this up.
I mean, I used to meal prep here and there too. By day 4, you're like you want to vomit.
So like a great example, you have Chipotle chicken with say zucchini and rice. You get to day 4, have a jar of kimchi in the fridge, crack an egg into a pan, mash that up. You have chicken kimchi fried rice.
Really? So I feel like a good way to do it is like incorporating some cooked veg and some raw veg. So it's not as monotonous, because sometimes like cooked zucchini or like cooked cabbage can get a little bit gross 4 days later, you know? But something like a prepackaged salad.
Sulfuric volatiles.
Sure. Whatever.
Ariel Johnson, man, she's changed the face of our podcast.
So cute. But like whatever, like sometimes those vegetables that are cooked, like broccoli in the fridge after 3 days, it stinks. It really does smell. So I think just switching up. I agree with you saying switching up, but maybe like sometimes you have cooked veggies, sometimes you have a salad, sometimes you have, I don't know, something else just to cut through it. So your proteins are the same, because protein, when it marinates and is just sitting there over time, I feel like it tastes better.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Yeah, glutamates are forming.
Yeah. Also, especially like whenever like meal prepping, like taking a large hunk of meat and cooking it and braising it for a long time, shredding it up is also better than like a chicken breast that you cook. I feel like it has more resilience. That, yeah. It has more resilience, and it's like tougher to, it's easier to like heat up and warm up.
Yeah, you've already cooked it to death. There's no, it doesn't get dry. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think maybe changing the meats that you're using, something a little bit larger that can take a longer braise that won't like get dried out and gross, and then changing your veggies out to sometimes cooked veggies, sometimes a salad might really change it up.
Yeah, but either way, you need to plan for it. You need to have that day 2, day 3, day 4 deployments ready, you know? And when all else fails, hot sauce.
Yeah.
Pickles.
I just don't like meal prepping.
Yeah, meal prepping kind of sucks, man. I'm kind of over it.
I think for me, it's just the fun. I go home and like, I don't know, it feels good to cook a meal from scratch. That takes 35 minutes.
Yeah.
I enjoy that in my life.
Now that I've stopped doing 2-a-day workouts and I have my nights mostly free, meal prepping is out, spending 2 hours to make chicken cordon bleu from scratch and eating at 9 p.m. That's in, baby.
I don't like eating at night.
Not worth it. Chicken cordon bleu, not worth it. If you had a hankering saying, hey, maybe I should make chicken cordon bleu tonight, don't do it. Don't do it.
Just go get it.
Make a chicken cutlet and put a slice of ham and cheese on it. It's just better. Chicken cordon bleu.
Hi, this is Emma. I'm a middle school teacher in Washington, and my opinion is that Cheez Its are properly rated in their use as a simple snack food for munching on, but they are highly underrated in their versatility. I have made Cheez It nachos. I have used Cheez Its as dip crackers. I have used Cheez Its to bread chicken strips. The extra big Cheez Its especially, great for dipping, and people sleep on it all the time. Okay. Thanks. Love the podcast. Bye.
Thank you for your service.
I love Cheez Its.
Same. I thought they were going to end their opinion with Cheez Its are properly rated. And I was kind of thinking like, Yeah, they are, They've had their success. They've been given their plaudits very appropriately.
I like
Cheez-Its are fantastic.
a lot. But we talked about Cheez-Its versus Goldfish with Trevor, right?
Yeah, we did.
Cheez-Its all the way, baby.
100%. Such a unique cheesy flavor, which I think where they're coming at in terms of using Cheez-Its in culinary application, I think a thing you got to ask yourself anytime you're cooking with something is like, is this a proprietary flavor? I feel like Mark Cuban right now. Is this proprietary? But is it a flavor that you can't get from anything else? And Cheez-Its, to me, have a very unique flavor in the sense that it's that toasted, oxidized cheese flavor that you get from a cheddar crisp.
So good. I don't know. I love it. I would eat a Cheez-It right now. Do
you
probably
have. Surely there's a Cheez-It in this office. And we can find it. But
go get it.
A great thing, Caesar salad, crushed. I love more the crushed breadcrumby style of crouton in a salad, right?
I don't.
You like big hunkin' croutons?
I love a big hunkin' fresh crouton.
I want just crispy breadcrumbs enveloping my lettuce. That's how I make my Caesars.
I used to be like you. And then you say yourself you love the flavor of a fried thing dumped in sauce?
Oh, I feel you. Yeah, I know you're
a properly saturated crouton? Nothing
I feel like Caesar
it.
dressing is too thick if it's proper to saturate.
Disagree.
Anywho, crush up some Cheez-Its, use that in a Caesar salad. You get almost like that Parmesan crisp flavor from the oxidization of that cheese.
You know what I love about us? We can disagree, but still have a good relationship.
While the cameras are rolling, we can have a good relationship.
like me and you just don't see eye to eye on certain things, and that's so okay. And we're still friends.
It's beautiful.
I think it's so necessary. The world needs to be more like you and I. What
the political is that which divides friend and enemy. Carl Schmitt.
Love, sweet love.
In his book on the concept of the political, he explains why
the world's
assassins will ultimately fall short. You got a hired hand when they're only fighting for money, Nicole, and that money drives up where they live. No, it is a political bond that actually unites us. What are we talking about?
What's he talking about?
Hey, Josh, Nicole, Maggie, the rest of the unsung crew of the podcast. Hey, so I don't know if this is controversial, but definitely something unique. So my parents have always made homemade flour tortillas, totally from scratch, absolutely delicious. No tortilla press, so they're a little bit thicker, a little bit fluffier. But a snack that I've done intermittently since I was a kid is dipping that tortilla in a little bit of ketchup. Or dipping the tortilla in gravy. Not necessarily mashed potatoes and gravy, but just gravy. Again, I don't know if this is controversial, but hey, embrace your inner fat kid, right?
I would say my inner fat kid it's like my guiding light. Like in the Golden Compass, right? Every child has a demon.
Read it?
Like an animal that's guiding them. That's
is it a book?
me. That's Never great book. Anyways, I'm very curious where they're from and what their background is.
I don't know, but I've been there and I've done that with a mission tortilla. It's so good. But also I used to make little ketchup pizzas. You know what I mean? With mission tortillas. So
I think that damn near any bread product can just be dipped in ketchup or dipped in ranch, and it's going to be a fun time. I used to just dip white bread in ketchup.
I never did that, but the tortillas and ketchup make total
especially
sense.
A homemade tortilla. Tortilla and gravy, certainly. Right? That's just a good little gravy sop right there.
That sounds so good. It's ridiculous.
I'm 100% down. I don't know if it's controversial or not. I think it sounds lovely. I thought they were going to say cinnamon butter, sugar, or just butter and sugar in a tortilla.
I love that.
So that's a fun time as well.
Do you think I'm just hungry right now, which is why I want Cheez-Its?
Yeah, probably.
I'm so hungry. I had 2 eggs, though, for breakfast.
That's nothing. It's 120 calories and 12 grams of protein.
Okay, I'm going to go get it.
I had 2 whole breakfast sandwiches.
Breakfast sandwiches.
Breakfast. All right, we got time for one more?
Yeah.
Come on, Maggie.
Also, it's Maggie.
Hey, Josh and Nicole. And my controversial food take is that the best snack I have ever had is hot Takis wavy dipped in a really creamy Brie cheese. Something about that combo with the heat and the potato chip and the cheese is just unbelievable. Found it by accident while on a picnic because we happen to have hot Takis hot Takis wavy.
It's a tough thing to say.
Brie cheese.
Your friend is laughing.
Also, Josh, 1v1 me in Rocket League, you scrub. I bet you won't. Bye.
Did they put their handle in?
DM me your gamer tag. I'll 1v1 you.
Okay.
1v1 is a vulgar form of Rocket League.
I know.
3v3, I know standard.
That's the way to
do it. Too crowded. No.
What?
2-on-2. That is the game of kings. It's the only thing I play anymore. You out there playing Rocket League?
I watched it. So I I grew up watching men play video games, and I was just their friend on the side just watching. And that's followed me into my 30s with my husband. And he's like, I want to teach you how to play. And I said, no, I just want to watch.
I tried to teach Julie how to play. But for real, DM me your gamer tag. I don't have any of the headsets that you can talk to people on, but you can hit me with all the what a saves that you want in the chat.
I love watching Rocket League.
I don't know do you think they're good?
I don't know, maybe.
My rank has been precipitously dropping.
Bet you won't. I love that she said that. Josh loves a challenge.
I'm one-on-one. I'm okay. I'm pretty good at like converting defense to offense. You know, doing a little like run and gun.
What color is your car? Do you pick it?
So it's either blue or orange depending on what team you are. But I forgot the skill the builds
I bet
that
you
I have.
if they did skims, like how skins.
Not skims. They do that. They do custom
Imagine
ones.
They were wearing like skims. The cars were
Those are
skins.
sexy.
They would make money. Like you could buy skins.
Yeah, no, they thought of that too.
Did they do that?
Yeah.
Oh, they do that.
Yeah.
Great. I've never had Takis waves. Why are you laughing at me?
It's just funny.
It's not funny.
It's funny to
a real
me.
question.
It's funny to me.
I've never had Takis
It'd be like
waves.
going to a hamburger restaurant and being like, man, if they sold fries, and you're like, oh no, they got those too. And you're like, oh shoot, I thought
I've never wanted to hit you, but I just want to like give you one, like stop, you're being silly.
You have permission to hit me if you want. Ow, what the fudge? You've never had Takis waves.
I would absolutely love to try them right now, though. I want them.
I want it. I have a pretty unique problem with them, though. They're a potato chip. They're a wavy potato chip with presumably the Takis powder dust all over them. I don't think the potato flavor and texture goes as well with spice as corn.
But these waves look like deep waves. Like, remember those chips that we like that were
this
deep
is the
wave
This
ones?
is the product image rendering on the bag. We need to find out what they actually look like.
Why don't you do your part?
We are freaking trying,
as
Nicole.
a journalist. And look at the picture of it.
That said, any sort of Takis with
these
Brie.
are deep. These are deep ridges.
Where are you seeing? Oh my God.
Yeah, these are.
Oh my God. You ever see those pictures? It's like world's largest slug and it's on somebody's hand. I just looked up a picture of what these freaking chips look like, and it is unbelievable.
I want to try all of these.
Wow.
You know what I want to do? I want to do the blue one and the red one, and I want to eat them at the same time.
Oh my God, make a purple Takis chip? Yeah, Taki powder, it is the farthest you can push flavor without physically deteriorating people's bodies, minds, and souls.
Ooh, they have
You cannot get more flavorful than a Taki Nitro.
They have a flavor called Dragon Sweet Chili. Takis Waves.
That's all I want.
Josh, I want to buy it.
You take that with just that little bit of funky Brie, that triple creme with all that fat and all that funk combining with all that spice and all that acid. That is the most flavor that if a 19th century like factory worker ate this combination of foods, their head would simply explode. They could not comprehend it, Nicole.
I found the Dragon Takis Waves, but it's one bag and it's $15.
You get it. We can't afford not to.
$15 for one bag of chips.
Yeah, write it off.
You're
for
gonna
taxes.
let me do it? Okay, Maggie.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, yay! Okay, this is so exciting. Can I buy the other ones too? So
how much money do we spend on this podcast? We spend like no money. It's great.
Okay, great. Yeah, I love Brie cheese and I love Takis, and I'm sure I would love this combination of flavors. And I'm gonna eat these and let you know how it goes.
Yeah, that rules, man.
Yeah,
that's a fun time. Great opinions.
Yeah, are we done with the podcast now?
We should get some food in you, buddy.
I'm so hungry.
Yeah, we got to get some cheese in your stat. Well, on that note, thank you for listening to A Hot Dog is a Sandwich. I got to pee. I drank 3 of the LaCroix throughout this whole thing.
You did.
I'm done.
Thirsty boy.
We got new audio-only episodes every Wednesday. Video version out on YouTube on Sunday. You know the deal.
Yeah, if you want to be featured on Opinions or at Casseroles, give us a call at 833-DOG-POD-1. The number again is 833-DOG-POD-1.
We also do. I stepped on you. No,
I was kind of ad-libbing. I was ad-libbing.
So you were doing like Carnatic singing. You ever watch Carnatic music videos? It's like a violinist paired with a singer.
No.
And they're like, it's improvisational and there's standards, of course, much like jazz. But oh my God, it's beautiful.
It's like a jam band.
Like a little bit, but also you got to be like really in sync with each other, you know?
Okay.
Beautiful.
What do you think I'm thinking of? 1, 2, 3.
Cheez
Tomato
Its.
seeds.
Tomato seeds?
Oh, you idiot. Say what you want to say.
See y'all next time.